Hello everybody, and welcome back to Dota Pit Season 4 by G2. Stream is no longer dead. Alive.
Radiant
We did it.
Ban.
We didn't do shit. To put it really simply, we did not. What are you, little Star Wars droid?
We're the best. Never forget it.
I'd like to forget the last half of that game. Not the game itself, just all the that happened around it.
5 seconds remaining.
Hopefully we stay alive. We've managed to find, and for people that understand this,
Reserve time.
we were unable to authorize our account streaming into Twitch. Then came up and down, so then we could actually authorize, and then we couldn't authorize, so then it'll kick us when we did actually find a server which we could transmit to. The ENG server was then taking our feed, but it was put out to you guys at a very weird kind of thing. Again, the key frame rate went off, the frames per second went down to 5 as opposed to 60 that we normally stream in, and yeah, that's pretty much what happened. And now we're on an intake server which is taking everything, not dropping anything. The Twitch page seems to be back up again. Our channel is no longer telling us that it was deleted. There's also an error message I got at some point saying it was deleted. We are live for game 2, and hopefully we can survive this one as our last game of the night. And Blitz didn't give one crap about everything I did. He likes to remain completely oblivious.
Nope.
10 seconds
I'm just here to be the math, you know, talk. It's the goal.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm not gonna understand it, Toby.
Reserve
And you know, you
time.
talking to me about it, I appreciate it. You know, you're trying to give me some insight, make me a little bit smarter, but
Team
no.
Liquid's turn to pick.
I just know Dota and Dota accessories. Team Liquid, take the early
Radiant
puck.
team pick.
Seems like a lot more of a standard liquid draft. Not that like last game didn't, but start with farthest puck. You have Tubberman's gyrocopter. A lot easier to read with these first two cups.
Yeah. Gyro puck. That's a really strong opener in itself.
How can you really go wrong? Take team fight control, silences,
seconds
damage,
remaining.
and what does Stark really get in return?
5
They banned at the
seconds
lone
remaining.
druid themselves, and they're going in with the Jakiro again.
Radiant team ban.
They really get a lot of success in that offlane, but it was all about the combo with
Team
Bench.
Liquid's
Which
Yeah.
they're not
turn
going to
to
get
ban.
this. Liquid are not going to let them have the same duo again.
I mean, despite that start though, Team Liquid still won that game. And in the late game, it was pretty handedly too. Like, I know we weren't able to
Radiant
see
team
for large stretches of the game what happened, but that was insane. Like, it did a lot of work. All the tier 2 towers by the 14-minute mark, and it still didn't really quite matter.
Liquid's turn to ban. Team Liquid's turn to pick.
It's taken out by Stark GG though.
Maybe to see OD being removed.
Why?
Hey, you remember that game we played together?
Okay.
And you were just like, I'm gonna pick a real hero, then you picked like OD. Yeah, just like, just after every single kill, you just let out this evil little giggle of yours that you have.
Dude, it's so
When you're
fun.
just like,
Seconds
balance
remaining.
is throwing, balance is throwing.
That hero is so fun to play.
5 seconds
You know what it is?
remaining.
It's like the auto attack is so, with the orb is so satisfying to throw out.
Reserve
Just
time.
feels nice.
I always wondered though if he falls off a little, because you don't have
Radiant
like that
team pick.
push into a tower. If you run him as a like you don't run him as number 1 position.
I mean, his damage is incredibly high. Going for Roshan is easy. The insta-steal is pretty insane. I think it's a pretty well-balanced hero.
So VS pick up by Liquid. Again, still nothing out of the ordinary. They banned the Enchantress, so again, no
seconds
surprise.
remaining.
How do you do this if you're Stark? If you want to run the Jakiro, what made that lane
5
work so
seconds
well
remaining.
is the amount of pressure they were able to apply onto the tower and behind the tower. They don't have that this time
Reserve
around.
time.
I'm interested to see if Stark
Team Liquid's
choose a different
turn to
combo
pick.
for the offlane, or if they actually push the Jakiro into a support role. But do you want to do that when you're running an Oracle as well? You're lacking a pretty well guaranteed stun from Stark then.
This was the hero that I wanted to see.
Death Prophet again?
Yeah. I think it works really well with the Oracle. It's quite tanky. Even though it lost the last game that we saw it play, I think that the hero itself
10
wasn't really the
seconds
issue there.
remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
We're up.
I speak for
problem.
the trees.
Nature's Prophet is going to be the hero choice though for
Radiant
Team
team
Liquid.
pick.
We've got the Gyro Core, Puck, mid for Fada. They just need another support. Nature's Prophet though, what a good hero.
Ember Spirit.
Ember Spirit is taken by Stark.
Team Liquid's turn to
They
bat.
know that Liquid, again, they don't have the best catch. I guess the Puck, if he can get rolling early on, and that's the big thing for Team Liquid, is that this Puck is going to have to accomplish a lot. He's going to take down the Ember Spirit.
10 seconds remaining.
We'll see. One more pick for each team. They do have a lot of
5
ways to
seconds
defend
remaining.
the Ember, though. DP can front
Radiant
line, the
team
Oracle's there.
down.
We're pretty decently well-balanced draft here. One more ban remains for Stark.
I don't really feel like any team's out of their comfort zone.
No,
10
not at all.
seconds remaining.
What does Stark have to take out right now? They need some
5
sort of
seconds remaining.
another support for Team Liquid. Something that Jerax is going to play.
Reserve time.
We'll see.
We are good. You have to control F5 and restart, it seems. You're only seeing black and only...
The hero I was going to suggest as a
Team
ban,
Liquid's
because I think
turn
it's
to
going to be
pick.
Jerax's hero. Earth Spirit.
That would have just been like the 5 most consistent heroes of Team Liquid, right? As far as like, or maybe 5 most comfy heroes for Team Liquid.
Really?
Right
I thought that mind control was like Tusk or Darkseer.
there.
Tusk especially.
He's also had some really good Nature's Prophet. I think you're right that the comfort zone is
10
actually a lot
seconds
more towards
remaining.
the Darkseer than anything else. That's his number 1 hero.
5 seconds remaining.
I've watched him play a lot of Nature's Prophet, well, and that's... His marker's
Reserve
been
time.
really on point for the Treants. Maybe the first time I actually watched him play Nature's Prophet, he was actually blocking to get kills. Perfectly. Like, he made those kills out of nothing.
One pick apiece from each team, as Liquid still needs another support. Something to be able to deal. The Earth Spirit would have fit their lineup actually quite decently. Would have given them a more control factor in team fight.
Now they gotta try and find it from somewhere else.
Disruptor?
Wouldn't be bad. At the same time, is that really the most guaranteed lockdown you want? Like, you're getting it over something more like a...
It's not bad. I just really like Disruptor versus Ember.
Lena.
Ooh, Alina.
Radiant team pick.
Hang on. So... Someone should still be on the Prophet. There should be a support Lena from Kuro.
What do you mean Matoma Man on the Prophet?
Sorry, no, sorry, my control.
Gyrocopter.
I'm completely thrown.
They have a puck.
Tech, you should actually hurt my...
There's nothing weird about this draft, Toby.
There's not.
What were you thinking about?
Oh, I was just thinking about, like...
Like a puck support? Are you
10
crazy?
seconds
No,
remaining.
no, it's not that. I was thinking itemization about, like, the
5
timing for either
seconds
Ags or
remaining.
Yules open the Lena to dispel Ember Spirit Shield. And if you could even do that against the Ember.
You have pure damage though,
Reserve
once you have
time.
Eggs.
Yeah, once you got
And the
Ag.
Yules instantly gets rid of the Flame Guard.
Spirit
But a
breaker.
support Lena picking up an Aghanim Scepter, unless you give her a lot of space.
She'll naturally get it. Or you could just get Yules and you can dispel the Flame Guard anyways. This still does that, right?
It doesn't just allow Ember Spirit time to slide a fist dodge when he comes back down.
Yeah,
So
but
you won't get, like, the Light Strike
you can just getting rid of his Yule or for his Flame Guard early on is so big. Oh, S-Frog Puck can be there too. That's my favorite Twitch emote if you can't tell. I just think it's like the best thing ever. It's my favorite contribution from the Twitch community.
What, the OS Frog?
Mm-hmm.
When they removed that, like, I'm wondering what partner said, you know what, we're gonna remove this because the marketing program is over now. 'Cause that's what it was. It was a marketing
Yeah.
stint.
I don't even know what it was
Prepare
trying to
for
market.
battle.
I don't care.
Neither do I. But
All,
it came with OS Frog and OS Sloth.
I don't even... OS Sloth is overrated, but OS Frog is definitely top tier meme.
It is.
It just looks so funny. It's like like a tree frog sticking us.
Need to have its opposite though. I don't know if you know, but where I came from in Australia, most of the frogs were becoming extinct because they were being taken over by something called a cane toad,
Okay.
which is basically a pile boiling acid disguised. And they would come in and they would eat all the eggs of the of like all the green tree frogs and everything else.
Man, that's messed up.
Yeah, it is. What made it worse is they'll start killing off all the animals as well.
30 seconds
Because
to
when they
battle.
died, they basically had a toxic chemical on their back which caused full body paralysis. Because the animals would come over and they'd eat these things. And
It's the ultimate revenge.
basically, yeah, you try and eat the half rotting corpse and you'll end up dying out of like, you just get totally paralyzed. It was actually quite brutal and a real problem.
The battle begins.
Yeah, I have a connection with frogs. You actually looked up the cane toad. An ugly piece of crap, which is hilarious because it's actually the the mascot Queensland NRL team.
Nice.
But at the same time, Sydney has issues with cockroaches, and cockroaches is their mascot for the New South Wales team.
Ew.
Yeah, I know. I hate cockroaches with a passion.
That's just a weird decision too, though.
It's Australia. I can't really say much more than that. It's just Australia.
Okay. Down, I guess.
Careful what you
Alright,
say.
so laning wise, they are running a dual off lane. It's Varlix running the support SB. Keeping his distance from Jirax as well as Kuro.
Oh, Boogie mid.
He actually,
No, he's not.
no.
Oh, so that was cool. Fada, instead of going for the phase shift, went for the pure offense. Boogie didn't quite expect it. Unfortunately for Fada, the level 1 silence is not very long. It's not even a full second. So Boogie was able to get the Spirit Siphon off, which is an amazing spell.
I think you should probably also be really happy because that's again Fada doing what he did in game 1. Where Boogie still got experience walking towards him. Boogie just attacks before, Fada just attacks before Boogie has his level 2. And he actually got level 2 during that by the looks of it.
Yeah, Fada had to expend so much mana though in this lane to do this, and Boogie knows for a fact that Fada doesn't have the phase shift. You can sense the 2 levels of the orb,
What do you see? Or
and Fada's not really too close to his bottle yet either. So Boogie's getting incredibly aggressive in this lane, and Boogie's almost got his already. I was forced to pop the salve, but it's really the mana differential that's going to make the most difference in this lane. Is
Gank time.
here we go.
Charge forward, Dual Breath and Liquid Fire is available, so Kuro's going to get massively slowed. There is no bash for the Spirit Breaker, but Trixie's sticking with it. Kuro's not burning anymore, he's got a Light Strike Array available. They can Magic Missile into a Light Strike Array, but both of these heroes are just so damn tanky.
Yeah, 700 HP apiece. There's almost no chance for any sort of rebuttal.
We also caught it too, but Nymphy on bottom lane's been heavily harassed by Mind Control. These trees are just all over him. Even with the Stalin Shield, which is now Poor Man's Shield, like, he was having real issues. So he actually dropped one of his Ironwood branches as a Happy Tree. Ended up just tangoing it. I don't know if it's all about the efficiency when you do it that way.
It's pretty costly. 50 gold, it's like 80 gold essentially for a little bit of survival.
A double duration tango.
Yeah, it's okay though. That's what those are for. This is a hard lane for them to completely zone out a Nature's Prophet anyways though. Just because the Oracle can't do the most against the Treants. That's the annoying part for him. And then on top of that, the Ember Spirit, until he gets a few levels, it's also difficult for him to really get in there. So Mind Control's having a pretty free lane right now.
no, 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 no.
He used to go to work. Finally picks up his bottle. Was struggling against the Death Prophet, who's fantastic in this lane actually. Already got 16 CS. Doing much better this game than he was in the last one. And again, it just goes back to the fact that Fada had to waste so much mana to try to go for that early kill. Boogie's gonna get gone on. If he was any other hero, by the way, Fada would have orbed. He would have caught up to it. He would have jaunted in.
But because free Johns, he's then gonna get massively sold
he's
by
pure siphon.
He knows he's dead. Trixie's gonna try and contest the top rune. The phase shift doesn't dodge the entire dual breath. In fact, Trixie has to back out. Something gonna be a bounty rune for Fada and instantly mind controls on top of that regeneration rune.
Oh, he's gonna get a new trees up too as a result of this. For free. Looks like he's gonna use it to jungle.
Surprising, because there's a wave and a half coming to ball. Okay, no, there's not.
Yeah.
Okay, see, it does the pull. But nothing's pressured.
Guarantee yourself a little bit of farm. He's getting a lot out of the offlane anyways.
Someone's getting a lot on the safe lane still.
Yeah. Kiro's not nearly having as much of a good time as he did in the previous game.
There's so much pressure, like, to apply there. This top tower is still taking like 300 damage, but you get a little bit more careful about Jakiro, like forcing the same thing when you also, but they could just TP in at a moment's notice, catch you out. He doesn't have a tango on this Jakiro. He's going for what looks to just be ankles, and yeah, that's it. Ring's coming out, and Boogie's bottle is currently on that courier as well.
The good note for Stark is that their mid hero is still doing quite well. And the puck only has 20 CS. Things are going relatively okay. Boogie's faking a lot of the nukes here. Getting control of this lane here. The puck's gonna go for the nuke, but this is mainly just to trade out a little bit. And now he's got the Dream Coil. Pearl's even gonna TP in for this.
Oh, that timing though. OKC is there to help out.
Oh, the
Boogie
stun.
just starts taking it away from Fada. He needs to jaunt himself away to safety. It won't happen in time. Boogie will survive.
Oh, he doesn't get it!
He barely misses. Varlix will charge himself forward. Kuro with a double stun will buy space for Jirex to help him out. But now it's three heroes surrounding the Vengeful Spirit. Mind Control is walking himself in to sprout up Trixie to be able to get a revenge till Varlix. Even that 17% won't help him out here. No more stuns available for Jirex, and OKC starts to heal. So they do actually kill off the Death Prophet as well.
They lost a lot out of that. First blood, most importantly. The puck didn't get any XP.
Mind Control got a lot more. Came in, got 1 kill, got 1 assist, now has level 6, so Wrath of Nature will be available next time.
This has been a really successful Nature's Prophet anyways. Like, the Jakiro's only level 4, he rotated in for that. Doesn't get a whole lot. 30 up to 1200 gold himself. He decides to go for the Midas to be a pretty early one considering the circumstances of this game. Gonna go bottom, pick up some free XP.
Jirex is in a little bit of trouble. Currently being challenged over next to Secret Shop, already being dual breath and liquid fired up. Preparation work's been done. Boogie just needs to lend a Crypt Swarm. Soul Assumption will slow, and yeah, another liquid fire, Jirex will die. Commit 3 heroes for it. There is no real answer to be given. In fact, even Fada jump forward, silence is over on Nymphy. He still gets searing chains off over on Fada. He forced a Dream Call to stop this chase from happening, as now he faces together
so hard
the
to this.
perfect charge Fada. He's surviving through this almost. The
he gets it
from a tumble. Fada will pick up the double kill and escape on the back of a jaunt. He actually did it. The Ember and the SP going the way of the puck. How, Blitz? How did he do that?
They committed so hard for him. His entire team was willing to back him up. I don't really know who's... That was like a fantastic play by Fada. I mean, he kept his cool, but at the same time, Stark committed so heavily for that. They sense blood. They're like, his phase shift is down, his orb is down, let's just go for this. Everybody from Liquid rotates in. It's gonna cost you your safe laner so early on into the game. Definitely not worth it.
Gonna buy space. Now it's Matama been sitting very comfortably. He's 1,000 net worth above that, the highest of Stark, which is 2.9, the Death Prophet now. And the Ember's looking for some revenge. He comes up top. They're jumping over on Kuro, the Light Striker Ray.
Oh, Kuro's gonna go for the TP.
17, not... Ah!
That is rough. Nymphy's got to be feeling pretty awful right now. He dies, they go for the kill at top. He uses all 3 spirits and his entire mana pool to do so, including a TP. They don't even get the support.
They're coming from mid now. Fada gets himself another dual Dream Call Mind Control. Oh, okay, that's a Boogie ulti going off, but there's negative armor on OKC as well as on Trixie.
Mind
Control, they die so
yep.
quickly. Mind Control will die. The charge is on the wrong gyrocopter, however. And now the flag turn turned on from the Gyro, going to kill off most of those creeps in the wave, so Boogie's not going to be able to force us any further.
Yeah, and he does have his ultimate going, but it's not going to lead to too much as, again, a solid trade for Team Liquid as their Nature's Prophet is incredibly farmed. He's almost got, and he could go for the drums build, he's got his phase boots already on top of the wand, coupled with it. This is in pretty big contrast to Trixie, who's just level 5 with a paltry Rankle boots to his name. And not too much going in the way of Stark right now.
Koro!
Oh, spotted out, and Trixie gonna set up for this. I mean, Nemphy's got to be careful. This is his last spirit. This is gonna put him in range for this, but no! Doesn't get the chains off. Oh boy.
A waste of a spirit, a waste of a flame guard. He kind of wanted to have that. That's farming up the side camp as well while he's there.
And it's not just that. It's just a waste of time more than anything. And you're committing a lot of your mana pool.
Really have time.
Radiant's
Like, Bart's about to have his
bottom
blink
tower is
dagger.
under attack.
Like, 10 minutes into the game, he'll have a blink.
Yeah.
Jirax is actually dead. Fortune's and the charge is going to connect in time. And Jirax has no way out of this one unless Matoma can buy some space, which actually he can. Mind Control will TP in. They're going to find the pickoff. Boogie is here as well. The homing missile is chasing after Varlik, so he won't add any more pressure. That heal from the Oracle actually started helping Jirax after that.
They thought they were going to be able to burst him, but everybody from Liquid responds. Mind Control's been playing this so well.
Okay, now Jirax can die.
Picking up so much, and he's going to get charged, and
11
one nuke.
charges. 11 1 charges available to get him
Okay,
out.
they're not even going to get him. None of the supports from Liquid are dying. This has got to be so frustrating from Stark. They're coming so close, but it's just not quite there for them.
Now Kura gets his base up on top lane. They're trying to get him as level 6, so they got that nuke available. Because then these supports are a lot more intimidating. Jirax hits his own level 6, so swap's available. Trixie trying to walk himself out of here. Jirax going to walk in a little bit closer, looking for that stun, trying to keep Varlix out. The Wrath of Nature helps to get the kill. It's actually the basic attack from Jirax that found that. And now, where's your stuns? Where's your damage? It's not enough. Varlix will survive. You lose your tier 1 tower mid lane as trade.
Yeah, and they're not getting anything out of this either. The bottom lane is pushed in, Nemphy's just trying to push it out. Top lane is in a similar situation. There's almost going to be no response coming out from Stark, as this is going to lead to the control of the jungle as well. They lost the tier 1 tower at bottom and the tier 1 tower in mid. And there's no real response that's going to make this okay, as Liquid can just kind of camp in this area. And going for Roshan is quite easy for them too. They've got the Vengeful Spirit, he's got the Max Wave of Terror, they've got the Nature's Prophet Treants who can tank it up. There's a lot of different options for them that have been opened up because they've taken both of these tier 1s.
At least Stark knows what they're getting into. Like, their observer warding positioning is still damn good. So they see everything happening deeper inside the jungle as well as the shallow parts. Matubum is just walking directly. He's being charged at the moment, so Nemphy wants him to feel like he's very, very safe here. There is 12 1 charges on a Gyrocopter who now turns on the Flat Cannon. So that didn't last too long. They just charged him with such bravado. You thought, okay, yeah, they got enough to kill off Matumba. But they really didn't.
Nemphy right now just continues to farm up. He's just really trying to get whatever he can, but I mean, he's been crippled pretty hard in this game. Even falling behind the Nature's Prophet and Net Worth.
Kura wants to go for him too. They need Nature's Prophet to TP in here or something, because Kura can't do this by himself. And Nemphy feels like there's a lot more.
They're all gonna appear out of this.
Do they see that obs?
Man, there's 4 heroes up here, Toby. This is not a small commitment whatsoever. And with that obs up, they're gonna spot all of them, and so Liquid are gonna go for the split push. They're gonna do so quite successfully, as this bottom tower is already at half HP. No response coming in thus far from Stark.
Comes the charge. Thumb has only just crossed over the mid, but he was scouted out by the Dire Observer Ward, so Team Liquid know what they're getting into. And Matubberman, Fada, what's he gonna do? He silences over on the Spirit Breaker, so he just stepped down the strike anyway. That cooldown's gonna hit so hard. Varlik, he's staying alive, but only barely. Matubberman's getting ripped apart by that Death Prophet ultimate. Mention the Soul Siphons.
Still a 1-for-1 trade for Team Liquid is they're not going to lose anybody else.
Team Liquid did take the courier out in the top lane in
Yeah.
the meantime, so money-wise, I don't even know if it's actually that bad for Team Liquid.
They got a lot of gold from the Gyrocopter spree, and they slowed down the momentum a little bit. Drax at bottom, he is 100% dead. He was way by himself.
I thought for a moment Fado was gonna allow himself to be swapped.
Alright, that's a really good turnaround for Stark overall. Like, that's a pretty big net worth swing. Experience is still
Radiant's
looking pretty bad,
bottom tower
though,
is under attack.
as Liquid is just getting more out of the map right now, Toby.
They really are.
It looks like Kuro, he's got 2 Robe of the Magi's. No,
Is he
we're
really
kidding,
gonna go
Lena.
for an Orchid build?
He's so funny. I feel like it's a little bit weird.
Well, what else would you do? Like, potentially you could convert your arcane boots into a lens on the Lena, and
You can go Veil.
then build treads and Veil, or
I don't know. Got options.
problem is Shy is actually using so many different items. Is it? Okay, it's 6 different items you can actually build with Rope and Shy. Not too shabby of an item.
More splitting around the map as Liquid just continues to get a lot of control in this Radiant.
They just smoked underneath an Observer Ward.
Yeah, and it is going to be the
It's
the Veil. Oh, I forgot with the Veil, it's 2 robes now. I'm such
it
a
is,
tard.
isn't it? Yeah.
I never built that item. My bad, guys. That should have been like stunningly clear.
I haven't thought about that item like the new build in a while.
Yeah. I forgot that build-up was different. It's no longer the recipe.
Well spotted Blitz.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Looping
attack.
up on top lane right now. Nymphy.
Oh, he misses.
Yeah, that was Searing Chains as well, so
Man.
he's lost the control factor.
Kuro's just unkillable.
Fada blinks forward. Does he go for the Dream Coil to catch out Nymphy? Tubman's here. That's a
Radiant's
traitor
top tower
catapult.
is under attack.
And they're reduced to the side of Dire by Matumberman.
Yeah.
And Boogie's trapped. He can't TP for 5 seconds. He's bought his Yule Scepter, but he just can't come
Radiant's
back
top
yet.
tower is under attack.
So they kind of have to give up their tier 1 tower. He TPs to the tier 2, but that top tower is gone.
Radiant's
They can
top
just stop the
tower
tier
has
2 tower
fallen.
from going down by having Death Prophet here. It'll be frustrating, however. Now you got your entire Yule Scepter, but you don't want to go back to base to pick it up. Fada. Radiant Sentry Ward doing its work. Puck though. 5-1 charges, John away. He can potentially Dream Call the 2 of
Oh,
them,
they've
but
got
the
him.
17% connects as well. You kill off Fada, and the top lane is now going to stop Team Liquid. They're backing out.
They're pinging for this mid tower now too. They want to at least get something out of it. The Liquid Fire is doing its work, but a lot of TPs are going to come in from Liquid as they don't want to
Nice ice
give this up quite yet.
Off Mind Control, but Varlik's one more attack from Mind Control is going to do the work. He's got Sprout back off cooldown again in 2 seconds time, as if he can keep up with Trixie. Now it's OKC who can be isolated. They still just swap him into a Lacuna plate.
Trixie's still being chased down with the rocket going on him. I think Kuro wants to go for this.
That's enough time to get in range for a Light Strike Ray. Yeah, Trixie will be locked here. The Death Prophet Ult is going to go to work. The stun with the Rocket Barrage. Yule Set will buy him a little bit of time. They have extra damage. Nemphy dies in the sidelines to Mind Control. And Tubman can wrap up the Death Prophet.
How did that happen?
I don't know. Like, it seemed like they should take a lot more damage from the Exorcism, but it's still only what level? No, it's a level 2.
I'm surprised that they were able to get Numphy. But I was focusing on the DP kill. It looks like they might get some sort of trade as Crow's gonna get bashed up. Maybe one more would do it, but Valix is gonna get stunned. He doesn't quite have the ultimate as...
They got swap in 3.
Yeah, Nemphy's going back for this.
Valix can just be pulled back over. They can swap him if he tries to charge. There's a stun effect that just uses stun straight away. P was coming in from Trixie, but he ends up cancelling it, realizing there's nothing he can do here.
They are getting so many
Radiant's middle tower is
trades
under
right now.
attack.
Like, they're not even losing anything. You can't really even call it a trade because they're just getting map control left and right. Picking off heroes for free. Dark isn't really getting anything out of it. They lost their cores, which is the most important thing. Is like, okay, maybe you can justify losing a support here or there, but losing this much is not that great. Now you're in a situation where I don't even know. You kind of have to go later on into the game and hope that Nemphy can pick up his Battle Fury at some point.
Well, not when this stuff happens. Blink, silence, Dream Fall, he can't get away. Nature's Prophet actually got the kill with his Wrath of Nature.
He's almost got Aghanims at 18 minutes with the drums. Your Lena has an Aether Lens now too. On top of the Veil of Discord. This is like a slightly underfarmed core. Like, you're noticing it too. He's just behind the Ember Spirit.
Oh, Trixie! Mind Control comes in to help him out.
is under attack.
Trixie thought he had it in the bag. Do you even want to turn this into, like,
fortified.
what's the change up with it? Like, if you get the Aghanim Scepter and you turn into pure damage for the Lina. When you've already picked up something like the Veil of Discord, how much of an amplification
The
do you
Veil,
get?
but the Veil isn't just like... Wait, for what? Laguna?
Yeah.
The Laguna's pure.
Only once you have the Aghanims. I'm trying to talk like the difference in the,
Oh,
in the damage amplification. Like between a level 3 Laguna with Veil of Discord on target, compared to just a straight Aghanim's Lina.
I mean, it's about the same. The biggest difference is the fact that it'll go through BKB.
Radiant's courier
And
has been
when
killed.
you apply it onto the Ember, you won't have to cut through the flame shield first.
Mind control, is that a point booster? That's a point booster. Fugi's point booster. Typed out by mind control on the courier.
Yeah, mind control's just on point so far with this TPs. I mean, Stark was playing the early game pretty well. Like, they just didn't get enough out of the off lane like they're used to seeing. In the safe lane, like you said, the Nature's Prophet was a little bit too disruptive. The really big bright spot for them was that Boogie was doing so good mid, but they've just lost him a few too many times. And the map control just isn't there for them like it was in the first game.
That just allows Team Liquid to roll with the momentum. Coming down to bottom lane again. But actually going up to the top. So it's the BTs of Nemphy that just took him to the top lane. Does he have a spirit? Yeah, he's got a spirit back behind the tier 2 tower.
Trixie.
Well, saved by OKC. If that call down from the top is going to make it difficult for anyone else to stand there and frolic. Oh my! Kuro will take a double kill. Caught Lina my ass. Telling
No,
yourself he's a semi-core.
Yeah, he's not. He's like a slightly underfarmed mid Lina. It's more accurate. They're taking so much right now. They're going to continue to go on. The Puck still has everything available to him. Has the Dream Coil. They haven't even had to expend that quite yet. And Boogie, he's just going to nuke down, but doesn't want to get too close.
No fortification either. They can't delay this at all. That's a guaranteed racks. TP's coming in from the Ember Through, so he's finally going to come back. Liquid already taking out the melee racks. Don't have to overstay the welcome. Cooldown's still on cooldown for another 3 seconds time. That Dream Coil actually delaying the attack from Spirit Breaker, which will now allow Top to fight straight back. The cooldown will go OKC. He's going to pop in the middle of all this. That second rocket, it doesn't do the work to get the kill, it'll just the rest of the work.
Boogie's going to go down too.
And I think this may even be just, it's the game.
Yeah.
It's the game.
That was way too much pressure. When you lose a Rax and you lose 5 heroes on top, I mean, it's not even about fighting spirit or anything at that point. I think the game is just done. They didn't have the glyph up. None of their heroes were nearly farmed enough to deal with that. Really well played by Liquid. That was a scary performance by them.
It's definitely been a topsy-turvy night as far as the games go. Sometimes they seem just so close, and sometimes like that one, they just seem so far away. But with that, Team Liquid, you'll be really happy with the result.